Speak it out. Sing it out. Sing it out. Let's get started. Welcome. You're tuned into Speak It Out and Sing It Loud. And I'm your host, Arlene. Today, I am excited to bring on a friend of mine from Fort Lauderdale. As you all know, Speak It Out, Sing It Loud is a segment here on Adelante with Arlene, where I bring on friends of old and friends of new to share their journey with you, to inspire you, to encourage you, and to let you know a little bit about them that you might have never known. Without any further ado, let's bring my friend on. Beautiful. So,
That's too
Mari,
crazy.
how are you this morning? Because for you, it might be morning. No, just kidding. It's 12:30 our time. How are you doing today? What's going on? What's going
You
on?
can say that. You can say it's morning. You can say it's morning for me. I like to sleep a lot. So, and I'm actually waiting for my coffee to arrive. So, I'm
That's
sorry. I
okay.
hope
She's
that's
gonna
okay
have
with
a
y'all.
She's going to have a coffee delivery, but that's okay. We're going to continue with
Yeah,
our. She could sip her coffee all she wants, but you know what? She's going to have to start sipping it on one of my cups. I do have Adelante with Arlene cups. You know that?
Oh, I could do that. I guess it won't be Starbucks, 'cause that's who we probably be put. That's what I'm getting,
Oh no,
Starbucks.
my cup is a beautiful cup. We're just going to have to see about getting you one of those cups. It actually has my avatar face on it. No.
Oh, how cute. We need to
Yes,
advertise that instead.
I will send you some of those links. I can't get up. If not, I would show it to you because it's over there.
It's okay.
So I want everybody to know who is Mari. A lot of you, of course, know who Mari is. You've seen her all over the internet. You could be first personal friends with her. But do you know that not only is she a wonderful singer, but she's an actress and she's a screenwriter. She's going to tell you more about that. But she's also an entrepreneur. And Speak It Out, Sing It Loud wants to bring light to powerful women and men, of course, that inspire other people. So I want you to tell people, where did you originally come from? Is it Florida or somewhere else?
So I was born in Puerto Rico, Ponce, Puerto Rico, and I was then raised in Brooklyn, New York. I was like 4 years old when they took me to Brooklyn.
So
So
she is a former New Yorker, like myself, except she is completely Boricua and I'm a New Yorican. But it's so good, Mari, to be able to talk to you because there comes a certain part of some of a women's life. For instance, myself, let me speak, where you might be having all this creativity inside of you, but then there's these life obstacles that want to get in the way that just keep not allowing you to press through. I want to talk right now, first and foremost, about this new product that you have launched. Please tell us, what was that journey to get you into where you're at right now with this? Was it bumpy? Share with us, how did it go along the way? And then show us if you have your product as well. Please. What
okay.
is the what is the name of
So
your
for
product?
these skincare, Braven 29. So, and I have some here that I'll show you.
Yes.
Uh, but to talk about that, which has brought me, is I'm kind of like, we're talking about the product, which is kind of like a little bit in between from what I went through to where I'm at. So this is like kind of like where I'm at to where I'm going, which we'll discuss later. But to talk just about this was, it was hard. And I mean, really, really hard. Um, when you're so young and you see things and you start to know about life and certain things that you like, you don't think, really, you really don't think of you can do this yourself. You just think, I need to buy it because this is what I like. You never really think, I can do this myself. But then when you start to really realize things in life, you hear people talking, all you really hear is this: oh, I know a person that owns this company. Oh, I know who owns, and you just see them like, oh, wow, so nice. They're so lucky. You see them as lucky. But what happens is that you have to put a lot of work. And I mean, a lot of work. And this is something that a lot of people don't like to do because they see it as the work. Well, we all have to work, and when a lot of us are working for other people, other companies, and that's how they become richer. Am I right?
Yes.
A lot of it is that way. So I finally, I always knew in my mind that I wanted to do something. Um, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do as far as like products. I just wasn't sure because I felt like it was hard. I wasn't sure. I'm like, maybe I need a connection. Maybe I need to find out more. The minute you type something in the computer, and I've been doing this for a long time, how to open up your own business or how to open up your own products, it just takes you straight to stuff that has to do with the but it's where where you start and somebody else and then they call it a pyramid. I'm not saying those things are bad because a lot of them do work. They still a pyramid regardless, because even when you work with someone in the company, what happens? CEO, president, right? And you're like down here, right?
Yep.
So it don't matter. So I'm not saying that those companies are bad. They're not. You just gotta again put in the work. You want to make money. You want to get out there. You want to do things. You want to really explore it. You have to work. It don't matter what it is. Work, work, work. So when I started this, I originally was going to do the products for women. That's in memory of my grandmother, Acacia Boutte. That's her name is Acacia, and I was gonna name it like that, and it was gonna be women's products. For some reason, it was so hard to get that done, and I didn't know where else to go, what to do, from picking to what I was gonna get, because for women it's more. Like, women need a whole lot more stuff, especially hands and face and eyes, and so I felt like maybe I should try something for men. Now the reason I felt I should do something for men is because I always see it a lot always about women, always about women. I'm like, you know what? Men do count. I grew up with all men. Let me do something for men because they need to take care of themselves as well. And that's when Braven 29 was born.
Your name, the name, where did it come from?
Okay, so the name comes from my little G baby. He's 5 years old, and his name is Braven. And then 29 was
Oh,
the day that he was born.
wow.
So yeah,
That's
so we
special.
yeah, so we made it like that. I know. So it's a really rare name. So, we went with that. And we were like, I was like, okay, so let me see how I can I had about 12 different products that I was trying. I was giving them out as samples. I have a silent partner in the business, and so we keep it that way, silent. 12 products, we narrowed it down to four. And I was like, you know what? Let me maybe do the shaving because a lot of men love to shave. Let me put it down from shaving, and then what we use the shaving, the aftershave. Then there's a lot of men with beard now. They're showing it, so let me bring out something with beard, and then let me also bring out to shower, right? So I'm like, oh, so I now have four products. That's pretty good. It was either four products or it was gonna be one product, because one product, and it was gonna be the balm for the
The beard?
beard. Yeah. And that, at my price, it was, and because they're organic, natural and organic, and my price for the jar, which was actually the same jar as this, it was costing me a lot of money. So for me to even make my money back and be able to make a profit, it was going to be very expensive, which I was afraid of, maybe not people were going to buy them. And um, it was only going to be one product. So I was like, I would like to have more than one product. So that's when I did the four. So we did a beautiful launch, beautiful, nice launch at the Marriott Hotel. Um, I was only allowed 25 people. And mind you, they gave me three ballrooms, five tables, five round tables with only six people on them or something like that.
So did the product subs, did you say they were too costly? Were you able to bring the price down, or did you just decide, hey, I'm just going to do it the way it is, with the price tag that it was? Were you
So
able
the
to?
price, so I
Mhm.
decided to, so I decided to go with four
Right,
instead of one product.
right.
And then the four products, they're still expensive. My
Okay.
cost for one is expensive, all because it's naturally organic and all that. So I pumped it up. I don't know. Do I
You know,
need to
I
say the
I agree with
percentage?
you because I'm going to talk about organic right now. I agree with you because I used to hear a lot of things when I was a little younger and we started knowing about what organic was, because I did live in the Bronx, so I wasn't hearing about organic till I was probably in my 30s. I became more aware. And as a result, I too tested a lot of products, and I like to make sure that the products are true to what they say. And there is a huge difference about organic. So, anybody who is listening out there, even if it has a high price tag, it really is because you use less of a product than more of a product. When it is rich and it's organic, you can use up to a dime size of something, and it's so rich, and it's not necessary to go crazy like we may do with the products that we used to buy that were non-organic. And the reason we needed more of those less expensive non-organic products is because they never really helped us in with our skin. It didn't moisturize our skin, and so we had to put so much of it on. But when it's organic and made with all these, infused with all these essential oils and all this good stuff, you don't need that much of the product. So, and also the fact that you said that you chose to do a man line for right now for men. The women, we like things that are pretty, and we want to see, the little whatever bows on it, let's say, and all that packaging becomes more and more expensive, right? But for a man, you can go basic and you can go simple. And the truth of the matter is, ladies out there, even if it's for yourself, when she makes the women's line, the best way to buy a product that's organic is in a glass jar, a glass bottle. And usually the color should be a brown or a blue. I think yours are brown. And the reason why I know about this is because I too sell your things. The brown and the blue allow the essential and the organics to be preserved naturally better. And the sunlight doesn't get into it to mess up that product. So we may think we want the plastic big things, and we like, I'm going to go to so and so and I get a big jar of this. But I assure you that it's not the best thing for your skin or for the skin of your man, And so I believe that the price tag is only because of the great ingredients that the product has. That's really it. Your packaging is more simple for men. It's simpler. It's not that I say it's cheap, but it's simpler. So I used to say, oh, everything is the same. No, it's not the same. Organic is different, and it is better. So I would really encourage you all to look up, and I will put the links on that on the Braven 29, so you guys can go check it out for your brothers, your fathers, your men, your husbands. It would be good. Men need to be pampered too, and no, they need
Exactly.
to. My husband, I turned him on to some products that I was selling, not my own, and he really was. His skin was just so nice, and it just did so good. Why not? Why not? So show us your products now that we can clearly see it on the screen.
Oh
That'll
yeah.
be
Okay.
good.
Okay. Sure. Sure. So it's four products. We went down from 12 to four. We have I call this, we named it Shave Me. It's a conditioning shaving cream. It hydrates and it facilitates the
Nice.
your shaving experience. I've used it, by the way, on my underarms, my legs. Okay, it looks like this. It's a cream. Mmm, smells so nice.
Can you tell me some of the ingredients that it has on
Oh
that one?
yeah, it's just that is, look how tiny it is.
Oh yeah, it's too little. It's too little. But no, it is very little. But
But
it's
everything's
loaded.
back here. Everything. Oh
But
yeah,
it's but
everything.
it is loaded with essential oils, right? Mostly it's
Yes,
essential oils. Yeah, yeah.
yes,
That
yes,
stuff.
yes,
It looks
yes.
like it's loaded with a lot of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
after you shave with Shave Me, oh, everyone loves this scent. I use it myself. Refresh Me. Okay, this one is it hues and So this one is this is the aftershave. This one
Mm,
heals the nicks and scrapes. It reduces the redness. Um,
nice.
yeah, and what I like about this is that it firms and it also disinfects. Let me tell you what I use this for. I don't know if you can see, but I had two pimples here, or like the
Okay.
ones that
Uh-huh.
come out like a head.
Uh-huh.
I use this. I use this.
That's
Oh,
great.
men love it. The barbershops, they're like, wow. So they don't, in the barbershop, we have the barbers that use it on their clients. They love the scent. They
That's
like this
great.
one, but they like this one more. I love this one. Okay, so the
So you would do
aftershave.
you think that one is a unisex or does it have a masculine smell, scent rather?
This one has a masculine scent. I
Okay.
love it
Okay.
though because I feel
But
like
you
I
know,
have.
I know women could get away with it, right? It's like men shouldn't smell like flowers, but women can actually
Exactly.
smell like that.
But you can use this every day because it also, it tones. It's a few advantages with this. So you have the shave and the aftershave. Then we have the beard oil. Okay, this one it smooths any beard oil. It hydrates the skin. It grows the hair very healthy, and it softens and it conditions. And let me tell you, I've had men with beard up to here, and
Hmm.
you can use this night and day. They've used it
Hmm.
one day yes, one day no, because their beard is so soft. And the scent
Hmm.
on this one, even
Hmm.
when they sweat, they're like,
Hmm.
what the hell? How did you pick that scent? It's so nice because even when you sweat, you can even smell it even more. So
You
that's
know,
the
that's really good, especially that product now, like because men are wearing. I don't like beards on men because I think of ickiness. I just don't like beards
I
on men.
know.
But I'm
Me.
saying that to have that product is really nice to
Mm.
use on the beard, because yeah,
The scent on this, I don't know if it makes any sense. It's called Dark and Sexy. All I know is that, holy moly. And
okay.
I've had when we tried we had 22 different scents. By the way, I didn't mention that. Went from all those scents, and I went mainly to women because the woman is the one that's gonna smell the man.
Hmm. Yeah,
A lot of these were picked by women, okay? But of course, the silent partner,
partner.
yeah, he's the one that finalized everything, and there was only one change in one of them. I can't remember which one it was,
Hmm.
but he agreed to all of them. He agreed
Hmm.
to all of them except
Hmm.
all of them, but then he kind of changed. I can't remember which one it was, but anyway,
Hmm.
I think it was the Shave Me. But he was the one that finalized all this, but it mainly came from the women. And then we have
Yeah, yeah.
the bath shower gel. This is it's a nice pump. It's a gel. You can
Nice.
you can you see it?
Wow, very thick. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
you can
It's
bathe
rich.
from head to toe. And you can also shave. Like I know there's men that they don't like to shave outside of the bathroom. They like to. That's why we did the shave me and the aftershave. So you can do it outside of the bathroom, or if you have a mirror and you want to use this, that's up to you. But some men just like to shave in the bathroom. And it's also on the go. You can take this in your gym bag or whatever, and use all this for your head all the way down. You can even bubble bath with this. I'm like, I ain't bubble bath. I don't know about.
Mhm.
I'm not bubble bathing, but you can bubble bath with it if you want, and it leaves your skin really nice and soft. And if you shave wherever, I've used this one too to shave my legs, my underarms, and for men, after you use this in the shower, come outside and use your aftershave.
Mhm. Mhm. That's
So
really
that's
great. Great.
yeah.
So
So
you are going to give me the links and I'm going to put them in the description for
yeah,
your
www dot.
website. I need to see
You
that
want to
on the
know?
website. Why not? You know, one thing I'll say, Mari, that you should come up with the feet, men's feet.
Oh, oh, I know. But what happened? Okay, so I did think about that, but again, if they don't take care of their face and their skin, how are they going to take care of their feet? They don't listen. I'm very upset and disappointed. I'm going to be honest right now. I'm thinking, men need to know that they count, that they take care of themselves. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. They don't listen. They don't. It's almost like they don't care. I had someone tell me they still use I can't no, not it was like 50 years old, whatever. Like, yeah, that's what I use. That's what I like. That's what my dad taught me to use. And then I was like, okay.
They do it culturally, and the culture has taught men or women to use this or that, us too as women. But I think it's just time for us to understand that we can take care of ourselves with better products. It doesn't mean we're not loving our culture. It just means that we're learning more things and new things as new developments and better things that help our bodies. We're learning that products, plastic bottles would are not good for the environment. We're learning that petroleum jelly is and all that is not good for our skin. We're learning these things. So we have to learn how to embrace this change, because it's only for the better. It kind of starts a new thing. A father can teach his son, to take care of
Right.
himself, because he's worth
Mm-hmm.
it. How's that? And you know what, guys? Even if you invest in one product, like I have two products or three that I buy from the company that I sell for. It's not my company, so I won't mention it. And this yeah, so this company, I buy about three or four products, and that's it. It could be one product that you buy from the men's line from Braven 29, and it'll be the one you love, and you're going to continuously buy that one again. So
Right.
it doesn't mean you got to buy the whole set. You can still go according to your cultural
Right.
ways and find that one product that you love so much and always go back to it. So now I want to talk to you
Yeah.
about your singing. Please update us about. I want to know when did you start recording professionally? How long ago did that start?
Ooh. Early 90s.
Her best friend happens to be Giggles. And when I was staying with Marla at her home, that's when I had the pleasure of meeting Mari, but I never got to ask her any of these questions.
Yeah, I started recording before I met her. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, because it
how,
was 90 or
mhm.
91, and I met her in 91. So it was like a few months before.
So your common interest became music and you started talking. So what type of music was the first that you did? What kind? What
The
style? Was genre?
one was ballad. That was Amor por
Mm,
Amor. And the
mm.
other one was You Drive Me Crazy, with till this day I sing it. But You Drive Me Crazy was a little bit more like a jazzy, like a upbeat jazz.
Okay.
And I used to sing it like in so many places in New York, and then people love it. And I used to have lines to for me to autograph them. I'm like, okay, you don't even know me. I don't. I just, But I remember I did a show at Cats in the Bronx. People were like, "Are you crazy? You're just starting. People don't know you. You're going to the Bronx? They're going to boo you." I said, and if they're going to boo me, this business is not for me. And I'm still going to do it. And I did it. Are you kidding me? That was the longest line I had for autographs and pictures. The longest. Then,
I'm from I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. And I understand about the longest lines because we, as Leather and Lace, had that too, when we started. Now, is there any particular music that you like the best? A genre of music that you say, you're going to do this now?
okay, they wanted me to do like pop. That's
Yeah,
that's
they always do.
like pop R. They wanted me to be the next Gloria Estefan, and I'm like, there's already a Gloria Estefan. I am not going to be no Gloria Estefan. So that's how they had me also trying to do salsa. You're not gonna believe this, but my salsa was right when India kind of just started, and I was
Yes.
like, and then I saw she kind of blew up. I said,
Yeah.
never mind. I said, she took on it. Just that there's no space for me now. So I didn't sing the salsa. They used to put me in a room, in a studio room in New York, and they gave me the disc, they told me, you need to listen to the clave.
Yes, yes.
They used to. That's all I had through the whole thing that I had to listen to, and I had to. And then they used to have me rehearse one of the songs from Gloria Estefan. De mi tierra libre, turum tum, de mi tierra va, turum tum, and so I had to. If I could find those cassettes, because those cassettes were so much back in the day. I would play. Maybe I do have them. I don't know. I found Amor por Amor on cassette. Um, and You Drive Me Crazy. I found those,
Yeah,
in the cassette.
I understand. Oh yeah, no. I have, let me see. I have cassettes. I have reel to reels. I still have my reel to reel from Leather and Lace, literally a reel. I had
Oh my
CDs. Oh, and let's not forget, I even forgot what they little call these little digital things that we used to have. Can't remember what they're called, but I have them all with
God.
me. They are classic, classic. And they have my music on them from back in the day, so they're pretty classic. So yeah, when you get in the music business, as I started at 19, and when I was professionally already 19, already recording, already in the studio, already, forming the group Leather and Lace. Um, at that age, in the music business, everybody wants you to kind of be like somebody else eventually. The one thing that they didn't do to
Why
me
is
was that.
that?
Yeah, I know. They didn't do that to me at the beginning. At the beginning with Leather and Lace and my solo career, honestly speaking, um, they weren't trying to tell me who to be. But as time goes on, and I was with other labels after Midnight Sun and Cutting Records, that starts to start happening. And the truth of the matter is, this is just my advice to artists out there up and coming, is like, be the best you can be. Okay. I can't be nobody else but me. And I truly fight against that, trying to put me in a mold, because everything is, oh, you got to do pop. You got to do this. I, like you, I don't know if you know this, but since I came to Florida, I have recorded about 5 or 6 new songs that are being re-released this year that are, I did a merengue. I did Spanish, a couple of Spanish songs, and they've been produced by real full bands and musicians in Argentina. Okay. Now, I like fast music. I like danceable music. I came from the freestyle genre. I do like ballads, but I'm known for more of the fast music. So you
Mm-hmm.
just need to be the best you can be. But I'm not going to lie to you. Even now, what I really want to do is more inspirational, not necessarily church music, as some people call it, inspirational, telling your story, telling my
Right.
story. And it's just so hard to get um, to do that unless you are put in a box and it has to be, this is a Christian song. This is, I thank Triple Threat Radio, because DJ Wonder Weekend and DJ Echo literally play my house Christian recordings from back in 97, and it sounds like it was today, because we need to open ourselves to understand that music is music. It's
Yeah.
music. There's no such thing. The only thing that changes it, of course, is the format in which we sing. So we're singing country, it's got a storytelling. We're singing salsa, it's got, a different sound. We get that. But, music, the instrumentation, the music is music. There is no title, it's this music or that music. So where do you want to continue with the music? Is there one specific genre that's your favorite, that you like to see? I'm going to do this, and this is the kind of music I'm going to stick to for a while.
I like them all. The only one that I cannot, yeah, I'm not anything against it, is the heavy metal, the one. You know what? I'll do it too if I have to one day, but it's not my favorite. Like
Okay.
every genre I love. Right now I'm collaborating with a band that's reggae. So, um, yeah, right. That's what I'm doing. I mean, of course, I'm still doing my music, but I'm collaborating with them with reggae. So, I mean, I love every genre.
I saw that you have some upcoming shows. Tell people about that. You have some shows coming up. I saw them online. You're going to be with some of the freestyle
That
artists.
one, oh my God, finally. So, yes, so finally, after this whole pandemic thing, I had some shows in back in 2020. Those were canceled. So it's kind of like like kind of like near. You're like, what the hell just happened? I mean, I prepare because I prepare my own outfits. I usually, depending on where I'm at, where I'm going, I like to do make my own outfits. If I have something, I'll put something on it extra. If not, I'll go buy it and I'll still put extra stuff on it. If that makes any sense.
Yes, it
And I
does.
maybe a lot of people do it. I don't know. I never asked. I
I
know
do.
Virgo's always goes shopping. Okay, she always goes to shop for a new outfit. But that's just her. Um, then I have one in the 27th in El Paso, Texas, with Lizette Melendez and Giggles. Giggles, my friend. And then the other one is in Orlando with the lineup is myself, Mari Angeli Lopez, Giggles, Chrissy Aiz, Naija, and Mia.
I was asked to be on that one. The reason that I'm not doing no shows is because I'm not really out of the pandemic mode. In I
Oh,
don't I don't criticize my artist friends that want to go out and they perform. Maybe they've been vaccinated, maybe they have not, and they take precautions. But I don't have a desire. I wear a mask, so I don't have a desire I don't feel comfortable in being out in a big, in a
okay.
public. So yeah, I was it's been told, and I hear this a lot in my church too, that everybody's processing, is going to process this pandemic in a different way and at a different speed. And while it is still existent, we can't forget that it's still not around. That's my biggest problem when I hear things like it's over. It's not over. It might be better, but it's not over. And as a result, there's that after. You know how we all handle things differently? Well, for me, it's the after effects. I'm not vaccinated yet,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. Because
I'm
it,
not ready to walk around without a mask. Do you understand? Nor am I ready to sing on a stage
yeah,
without a mask. That's me. So I did turn down that gig. And
yeah, it's gotta be respected.
I turned down that gig, and I know I'm turning down a few more, but this is how I believe that when the time comes that I'm ready, the gigs are still going to be there. How's that? Because my songs still
Yeah, for
exist.
sure.
They're still around. They've been around for years. You know, a lot of people on my Adelante with Arlene channel, which people are watching right now, they say, "Oh, you need to get back to singing." Well, I don't need to. It would be nice, it would be nice. But for me, it's not the time. So I'm glad. I'm glad that you're going to be doing these shows. I'm so sorry I can't be a part of it. I don't, I would have wanted to be there with you all,
Yeah.
But
I've
I
been
think,
asked about some other ones too. We're just still in the works with it. I don't want to say because there's one that's really out there that's they've been asking me to. It's further down in the year, but that one because it's really nice. But we'll see what happens with that.
so how I satisfy myself, is by doing these shows. This has become a part of who I am, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about. The evolving. What was when you were a young girl? Was there one that you loved more in the arts? Was singing the first thing? Acting? Which was the first thing that you really fell in love with in the arts? Is there anything, or did
Oh,
that come?
sing. So I wanted to be. I'm gonna tell you right now. I wanted to be a singer and a police officer. Okay. Now I'm listening to a lot of like, I've heard some interviews with the singers, and they're like, oh, when I was a little girl, I used to take a brush. Mine was a round brush. And I'm like, wait a minute, is this still going on? Because these girls are younger than me, and this is still going where you take the brush and you sing. Because I used to sing, which actually I was somewhere yesterday and I heard it. First, I was afraid. I was
Yeah.
petrified. So I used to sing that in the middle of the living room, and I was always a shy little girl. I'm still shy in my ways, and I mean shy. Like I was always like, but when it came down to singing, I didn't care who was looking. Now that's when I didn't know that was some type of art. I really didn't. I was like 5.
I was the same way, but mine wasn't a hairbrush. You know the sweepers that you have, to stove fashion sweepers to sweep the rug from dust. And that's
Oh
what
yeah, I remember.
I used to use it like a microphone. Not walking around with it, just standing in front of it, but it does move from side to side. The handle.
But that Red Lobster used it.
Yeah. And then for me, I used to tape myself in an old fashioned recorder that you used to push the little button, and it used to have a little microphone. So I would be the singer, I would be the DJ personality, and I'd be the one who actually interviewed me myself. So I would
I
say,
love
"Hi,
it.
look,
I love
this
it.
is hi, this is Arlene, and I'm coming to you from 2142 Story Avenue. That's right. And today on the show we have, so you wonder why I have Adelante with Arlene. How many years later? Like I started Adelante with Arlene like in 2009. So how many years later do I do this? Because it was always something I wanted to do. Isn't that weird? So I used to sing and go, Arlene, da, 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 da. You would think I was crazy. Plus, I was the only kid for 6.5 years before my sister was born. So I had those conversations with myself. So anybody out there who has a kid doing that, just know that they might just be a very they just might be a very creative person, creative people. But you know what? I am a DIYer. If you live near to me, I am. I'm really creative with things. Because I've thrown a lot of parties in New York, a lot, and I do everything.
Not my, I don't like.
Oh, you don't really like it? Yeah.
I do it. It's too much. It's too much.
It is a lot.
And you gotta make sure everything's perfect. It's a lot. And
I have thrown big parties in New York City for my birthdays. I did 2009, 2010, 2011, and on so to about 2015. And I would get the whole entire club. They would give it to me because I was a former recording artist. And then I'd see the whole vision. Girl, I had to work on the gift bags, the color coordination, like you said, every little detail. I would have custom made things. I'm very particular. So I understand. So it was my birthday, but I put in all the work. So basically what we're saying is that if you have a vision for something, don't think that you're not going to have to put all the work in. I believe that after, you start progressing and you start moving a little more and becoming more profitable, then you get a bigger team of people that you can designate to do certain things for you, But like I was a recording artist that had an entourage, like a lot of others, I had the hair person, I had the choreographer, I had the person who made my costumes, I had this and that and that. But later on in life, like now if I sing, I'm the makeup artist, I'm the hair person, and I'm the wardrobe person. You have to learn how to be able to do everything before you go out and delegate someone else to do it, And one of the things I would encourage is that when you do have a team of people, know that that team of people is on board with your vision. They're there to add even more awesomeness to already your idea, to already your vision. But if they try to change your vision, then they are not people that are workable, because you have to keep the integrity of whatever your vision is. And I've discovered that when I wrote a play and I directed it, I acted it, I did the music for it, and I had to oversee 50 people in New York. The people that were not like-minded with me couldn't work with me. And then they call us impossible, right? They call us hard to work with. But you have to protect your vision. You have to protect your vision. That's really important, because somebody could have a suggestion that could be mind-blowing to you. Somebody may say, hey, Mari, I have an idea for the jar. How's about we change the font on it? And you may say, wow, let me think about that. You look at it and you go, man, they were right? But then sometimes people go far to another side and they're changing, that whole vision that you have that gets bigger and bigger.
It becomes their idea.
And you know what? That could happen with writing songs.
No, that's not fitting in with mine.
No. And it can happen with songs writing. It can happen with screenwriting, because it's happened to me, It can happen with all those things. And they will call you either impossible to work with or people that's not team-wise. But guess what? That's not what it's about. You got to protect your vision. Protect it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, believe me, a lot of people said things about me, You know why? A lot of people said things about me and they get to know me now that I'm older, and they actually had the wrong perception of me. They had the wrong perception of me because, like yourself, I work, right? I work. And when I'm so focused on doing my work, it's my work. So when I do my work, it's my work, and I leave. I don't believe in cliques. I believe in making friendships that are long lasting and that they're real, and you don't have to have 50 friends. You can have a handful of friends, and those are your real friends, the ones that know you like nobody else. And so I have learned that some people come to your life for a season, and some people come for a season, go away, and come back because they're meant to be in your life. They're meant to be in your life. And some people don't come back because they're not meant to be in your life. How's about your screenwriting?
It was originally supposed to be small clips for the agency that I work for. The agency that I work for as far as for acting, right? Acting or extras. I've been doing a lot of extras. So when she asked for single mother, police officer, FBI agent, horror, what was the other scene? The other scene was like kind of like a novela scene with like, no me ama, ¿por qué? You know, shit like that. So I have that too. But when we put it all, when we got all the separate clips, there were about 3 or 4 clips that came into like a short film. So we're like, wait a minute, hold on. This is kind of cool. So he put it all together, the director, and then now we're gonna continue writing it. It's gonna, I mean, we named it La Brava. No, Giggles laughs because when she was seeing some other scenes that are not on Facebook or any social media, there's other scenes which they're supposed to be dreams, but she sometimes makes fun of stuff, right? So she's seen that I'm like, I'm scared, you know, in my room, or I'm scared outside, or I'm scared, you know, she saw like 3 scenes that where I'm scared. She goes, pero qué brava tú eres y siempre estás asustada. So we were like, La Brava. Anyway, so, but no.
We can definitely feel that.
Making fun of, it was like, you know, she was making fun of that part, those parts, because I was like, always need to get scared. But those are just some scenes that she saw that they're dreams. They're gonna be dreams, okay?
Okay.
So it's gonna be an FBI agent. It's 2 FBI agents. I'm the FBI agent. I'm in charge of a case. But there's another FBI agent, a male, that gets close to me. And the reason he's getting close to me is because he's in cahoots with the person I'm trying to catch. So he needs to know my next move.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you know, they're gonna put some action in it. You know, explosion stuff and all that. So
yes,
we're still writing. Yeah, we're still writing.
By the time that this whole pandemic is over, because I did a play, then I could get together with somebody who's already done it, because I did it as a play. I like to do it as a film, which is, guys, so different.
Okay.
It's so, Marla loved it. Giggles went to New York to see it, and she said on my birthday that I should do it again.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, because it was in New York and it was live. Now I do like play, and I do like you know, live theater because of being live on stage so much. But to turn something from a play to a film is very different, because you still want to capture some things. You want to capture the important things, but they have to be captured in a different way. You know, they have to be captured in a different way.
Can I just say that I saw the
In the Heights.
In the Heights?
Yes. Yes.
Excuse me. Okay. So I have a little problem, and I hope I don't get criticized by this, because Marla's like, how dare you? You know, we can talk to each other like that. Diana, her sister, she's like, well, for being a singer and an artist, I don't know how you don't like. Okay, so I'm very particular with certain things. Movies is movies. Musical is musical. No, listen, I'll go watch a play that's musical. Can I tell you, the movie was phenomenal. It was beautiful. It was very well put together. But when I'm used to seeing plays that are musical. But when I see it in a movie, it throws me. I don't know. It's not for me. And then I don't like movies that have voiceovers. Oh, and when I was a little boy, and you see the movie going, and I can't. I'm like, turn it off, because I'm not gonna watch it, or I'm leaving. Movie with actual voice and action, and it's just whatever it is, drama. I love story movies. All of Nicholas Sparks movies. Oh, when I want to cry, I'd be like, Nicholas Sparks, which is his movies? Okay, turn it on. And then I have napkins with me.
No, yeah, I really, that's such a preference. Cool. I love the movie. I know that it had to be difficult to turn that play into a movie. Like I said, the transition is not an easy one. You know, visually, it's completely different
That's
than
nice.
having props, you know, and backgrounds that are live versus implementing the visual the way they did and making it a movie. Now, I'm glad that I didn't see the play because I saw it. I don't have nothing to compare it to. That's the thing. There's nothing for me to compare it to. But
Okay.
of course,
Okay.
because I am a singer and my play also has music, and my play also has singing in the dialogue at some places, in some places only, not all places.
I don't mind if there's a piece in the movie with a little musical, but the entire movie is a musical. They don't talk,
Wow.
like maybe a little bit.
I loved it because of all the above, because I love the music, the musicality involved in the dialogue. I just thought it was incredible because of that. But that's not for everybody. Not everybody likes to see plays neither. So that's okay. You know, some people are just action movie people, you know, and I'm more of a comedy girl. You know, I like
Yeah.
comedy and romance, but I like comedy because I don't like stupid comedy unless it's well done. Unless it's well done. There's some stupid
I like
comedy that's
stupid
really
comedy.
well done, you know?
I like
Yeah.
stupid comedies. This is the ones that makes me laugh.
I don't like those.
People be like, "Why are you laughing?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just thought it was corny and I just laugh." But
That
if it's
is,
like funny, 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 I might not laugh. I'd be like, "What the hell is funny about
oh my
this?"
God, those to me are a waste of time. Guys, as you all see, today was a very informal kind of get to chit chat, girls, about a bunch of things, but not because Mari doesn't like to get serious. And you know, when I interview people, I could get quite serious. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a
Uh-oh.
question. I'm going to say it in music form. I'm going to sing it. Watch, I'm going to sing it. Just to bug you, I'm going to sing
Now
it.
I don't mind. Now this is different. This is a musical interview.
Let me see. I've never done this before.
Where did you go?
I'm going to do it right now. Oh, did I cover you? To sing the question to Mari, who doesn't like dialogue in movies that's all sung. So here goes, because I want to annoy her. If you could tell your younger self something, now that you're older, now that you're wiser, what would you tell her?
How would you like for me to answer you in singing or talking?
You have to sing so you could be annoyed.
Why do you insist to annoy me, Arlene? But okay.
Because you have to tell your younger self something in this song.
Okay. My younger self, I would say, listen, listen to your elders. Marty, listen, listen to your elders.
I think she enjoyed that, guys. She said, listen, listen, listen to your elders. Money likes to sing the dialogue.
Only because it's temporary stuff.
So you know what, Mari? That's true. You know, it's true that I believe that the generation of today, some of them are forgetting to respect their elders and to take the time to sit with them and allow them to tell their story. That's so important to our culture, to our memories, you know. And we kind of, you know, as younger people, I myself, you can't hear me? Didn't always want to do that. And I know that this generation feels the same way because that's just the way we are. We want to live our life rushed and, you know, but we really don't know how long they're going to be around us. And I think that my regret was not to have spent time with the wiser grandma or grandpa, you know, or tío or tía, and or older sisters. Some people have siblings that are a lot older. And to be able to let them, you know, share their wellspring of knowledge to us. I think we're resistant because we want to say, that was then. You know, those were those days. Things are different now. A lot of kids say that. I used to say it, you know. So you would tell your younger self to listen to your elders.
Absolutely. I didn't. I did what I wanted. I didn't care. Like I was a brat. Like I was a brat. Like I was the only girl,
Yeah.
the oldest, and then so I did whatever. And I knew my grandmother always had sympathy for me. I could get her to do whatever I wanted. So sorry. She passed away in 2019. So and she was my rock. So talking about her gets me very sensitive. So I apologize
Yeah.
for this.
No, it's okay. But we all resist that. But I do believe that all in all, there's always going to be that memory that we did get something from them and we remember it. Whether it's a dish, something they cooked that we love to cook ourselves, or whether it's a record that you hear,
Yeah.
a song, and you remember them in the song. There's
Oh yeah.
always some memory. You know what I remember? Don't laugh. Maybe I want to make you laugh. My husband asked me something about my grandma and the cooking, my father's mother, when I spent summers with her in Puerto Rico, was there anything I remembered as a food? Girl, you know what I remembered? It's not even Spanish food. It was having the eggs, the bacon, and the little Arnold's breads, the sweet breads. That's what I remember with my grandma. And that she put cilantro,
Oh,
which tasted delicious, in the beans. Go figure, right? Everybody's different. So we all have different memories of those that were older that we spent time with. So I encourage any young person or anybody who's our age that might not have established that and still has their grandparents or somebody that's elder to find the time intentionally to spend with them. During this
yeah.
pandemic, we were separated from a lot of our loved ones. We were separated for a lot of time, and now we're able to gradually go back and see them. So I would have to do kind of a drive by and drop things off to my mom and my dad. And, from a distance with a mask in the car, say hello. Now, thank God, they got vaccinated, and I and my husband have not yet. So I go and we go outside and we bring lunch and we eat outside at the house, outside. And I don't have my mask on while I'm eating with them, but then I put it on when I finish because, they're mostly home.
Mhm.
And it's just so nice. We have intentionally wanted to spend just a little time, with them. Because you know what? Time goes fast. I don't mean to sound dreaded, time goes fast. I'm glad. One thing that I'm glad you brought up was that about seeing people as older. I don't know. A very long time ago, it didn't even start for me now that I'm reaching senior status. Let's be for
You
real.
always say that, girl. You know how many seniors wish they look like you?
Well, thank you. Because I'm going to be 59. So 59 is not senior yet, but let's be for real here.
But listen to me. You always look. You know how people look 10 years younger? 15, 20. Honey, you look 30
Oh,
years younger.
thank you.
I'm like, how does she do it?
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. So at a very young age, I always had a soft spot in my heart for people that were older. They were, I always did. Honestly, I don't have children. And of course, I would have loved children, but I actually like to be around older people, seniors, than I did to be around children as I got older. And that's what we were talking about earlier. So I get very upset, like you just said, when someone sees somebody as a senior and all of a sudden, it's almost like the care isn't the same as it would be and it should be for any human being. So I understand your anger, because as I get older, I don't know how you feel, my mind is still feeling, even though I'm more experienced, I'm still feeling like that young person that wants to accomplish a
Absolutely.
lot. And I believe
Absolutely.
that happens to anybody. It doesn't matter how old you are.
Exactly.
There's,
Exactly.
if you're a senior, you still can love and you still can fall in love. And
Yeah.
there have been people that have gotten married seriously at 80 years old, and they might have been with
Yes.
the person for 3 years, 4 years, but they did. So
Yeah.
I think that we need to remember that. One thing that we have to remember that young people can understand is that they're going to get old too.
That's
They're
what
going to be old too.
I had a situation with this happened to me one time. I was in the I was in that show Enamorándonos. You know, where it's like a Cupid, like the
Really?
I always wanted to, yeah, I wanted to do that show. I used to always mention it on Facebook because I had a chit chat life with Mari, and I say
Uh-huh.
coming
Uh-huh.
soon. You know, like when you hook up to people. And so I went. They flew me in from Puerto Rico. You know, hotel, everything. They like a princess. And somebody put in the comments, esa vieja, you know, like that old lady should stop trying, you know, she's too old for him. And I don't know what she said. And I said, I never really answered to those things because, you know, it's worldwide. I answered to her and I said, you know what? You're so pretty to be saying that stuff. And can I tell you something? It is an honor to be at an age that I'm at versus a lot of, you know, to an age that usually people, which you don't even know my age, I said, age that people don't even get to. I said, it's an honor for me. And remember, if you have the blessing, you too will get there one day. She apologized from head to toe. And they
Yeah.
were like, oh my God, that was nice of you. She's like, I have to be because she's right. Everything she just said is right. And I apologize publicly to her. Old. You're 20 years
Oh,
old. And if you're 30, you're old. If you're 30,
listen,
if 20, if
it's
you ask a
horrible.
teenager, 30 is old for them.
Yeah. And how's about, I might have thought that in my head when I was a younger person.
Me too,
I might
me
have
too.
laughed and said, "Oh, look at them 30-year-olds dancing side to side, doing that side to side step,
Look at those viejos.
You know, I said that to myself, but I said it kindly. You know what I mean? Kindly with family and stuff like that. We did it with each other. Yeah. But social media gets very mean. And when I look at these young ladies, I say to myself, you're going to get old. You're going to get wrinkles. You're going to get old. Get
If
over
you're blessed,
yourself.
if
Yeah,
you're lucky.
listen. These women are gorgeous women that I'm about to mention. But guess what? They're getting old. For one, J-Lo. J-Lo's already 50, one or something. Okay.
They
Then
use
we
a
got
lot of filters on her, but she's
no.
wrinkled.
Then
I
we
mean,
got the Kardashian. She's getting older, but this is what I mean. We have to embrace this transition. Embrace it.
Yeah,
Embrace
so
it
what?
because it's not easy for me. It's not easy for any woman. It's not easy when I get my wrinkles I get in my neck. It's not easy. But I want to tell you that we need to see it as something beautiful because one day I was crying about it in my 30s. I was crying
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. I was
I was
26.
like,
I was like,
what?
I'm gonna be 30. Oh, I'm gonna be old.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I was going to be 32. Yeah. And I saw my headshots, and I put the headshot next to me and I saw that I didn't have these profound laugh lines. You know what I'm saying? And I said, I would go like this to my face and say, what happened? What happened?
We are a worst critic, but no, it's a blessing.
But I'm going to tell you what happened. I had a profound moment. I felt the Holy Spirit of God say to me, you're not the only one getting old.
Hello.
Yeah, all your friends are getting old right with you. Right with you. So all my circle was doing the same thing. So what am I concerned about? They're all going to get old,
Exactly.
You know,
You know what
and
else I don't like?
uh-huh.
When I was really, really young, people used to always tell me how pretty and so on, right? And I used to look at myself and I used to be like, what? Where do they see pretty at? I see this and I see that. And and I'm like young. I'm like maybe 20. And I was like this. And by the way, that's how I met Marla. Giggles at the gym, trying to lose weight. Freaking how many years later, we still trying to lose weight. We're like, okay, what happened? But it's like you always feel like you need to be the best at everything. It's okay, maybe for yourself, but that's really. I'm not a competitive person. I don't like to compete. If it's you and me, and you want, let's say, I don't know, you competitive and you want to be better than me, go right ahead. What do I need to do to make you better? I'll do it because I don't like. I'm not competitive. You know the musical chairs?
Yeah.
They play the music and you have to sit down.
Yeah.
I hate whoever invented that game. I swear I want to strangle them. I hate that game.
I
Okay,
forgot about that.
I hate
Yeah.
that game. Nope. None of my circles, brothers, siblings, cousins, nobody plays that when I'm there. I'm like, you ain't playing that crap.
Oh my God, you know what I just remembered? Shake it, señorita. Shake it all you can.
Oh, that
For
was
all the boys
cute.
and girls. We'll see your
Shake it all you
underwear.
can.
What's it?
Oh. Rumble to the bottom, rumble to the
Take it to the
top,
bottom.
and turn around and
Turn
turn
around.
around until you make a stop. Something like that.
Well,
Okay.
is there anything before we leave that you wanted to talk about?
Yes, just maybe one or two things.
Tell me.
My next song is called Oxygen, is in memory of my grandmother. The story goes where she was almost passing. I mean, when she passed, but I could hear it on the phone where the nurse was there, and he's saying she's looking for a little bit of air, and there was an oxygen machine right next to her. Meanwhile, they sent to get another oxygen machine. So when that happened, it was too late. So that's what the song is about. And so I'm
I'm
a little
sorry.
still, yeah, I'm still a little angry about that. You know, I just felt like they didn't give her the treatment she needed to have. You know, they see them all to them old, you know. Oh, you know. But anyway, that's the
Yeah.
song is coming out soon, and the
Uh-huh.
video is we're working on that. By the end of this month is where we should be finishing the video.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for watching Speak It Out, Sing It Loud. I wanted to tell you that I had a wonderful time chatting with my friend Mari Angeli Lopez. She's an entrepreneur. She is a wonderful person. She is a singer, actress, and screenwriter. We did something different on this Speak It Out, Sing It Loud. We definitely spoke it out about a lot of things, and we definitely sang it out. We had a couple of laughs. We did this show differently than I have usually done my show. But all in all, good laughter and some sharing of girl talk is always helpful to other girls that understand how when we get together, we have a lot to talk about. But Mari has agreed to be on the show again later on, probably in a month, and this time discuss things that are a little bit more personal in order to open up to you so that you will be encouraged for your own life. So you would be encouraged to press forward. Well, I just want to say thank you, Mari. I had a blast. And I look forward to interviewing you again. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to Adelante with Arlene. Remember to subscribe to Adelante with Arlene on YouTube. The segment you have been watching is called Speak It Out, Sing It Loud, and you'll find a playlist there in my YouTube of all the interviews that I've done thus far. You also find some playlists of other things of me performing, of some recipes, and you will find there my favorite things to do, inspirational videos, which I put out one at least every week, and there's about almost 400 that you can go check out. Thank you again for tuning in to Speak It Out, Sing It Loud, and until next time, as I say at the end of every video and every podcast, because I have a podcast on Anchor.fm, I say, sigue adelante. Adelante. Keep moving forward. God bless.
Let me inspire. Let's get started.